Hello learners. In this tutorial I am going to explain about the Azure Storage Platform. First of all, we will see what is Azure Storage Platform. Azure Storage Platform is a Microsoft's cloud storage solution for modern data storage scenarios. An Azure Storage account contains all your Azure Storage data objects including blobs, file shares, queues, tables and disk. The storage account provides a unique namespace for your Azure storage data that are accessible from anywhere in the world over the HTTP or HTTPS. Data in your storage account is durable and highly available, secure and massively scalable. So this is the brief descriptions about the Azure storage platform. So now we will see what are the different Azure storage types available. Okay, so yeah, basically there are several storage types available: queues, table storage, blob storage and file storage. So one by one we will see what are those. Okay, so first of all we will see what is blob storage. The blob storage, the word blob is acronym which stand for binary large objects. The blobs typically includes large files that are unstructured, such as images, video, music file, backup file and etc. So blob storage can be divided into two access tiers: a hot access tier for data which is accessed frequently and cold access tier for data which is not accessed very often. The cold access tier is cheaper than the hot access tier, and as such you can store more data at a lower cost. It is also slightly less available, like 99% as opposed to the 99.9 of the hot storage tier. It's also possible to switch between access tiers at any point if you wish to do so. So there are three different type of blobs in a nutshell. So first one is the block blobs, second one append blobs, third one is the page blobs. So next we will see each and every blobs types. So first of all we will see what is block blobs. As suggested by the name, block blobs are made of the blocks. Each block has a block ID. Blocks can be different sizes, potentially up to a maximum of 4.75 TB. Block clients are set to 32 MB size block by default, but this can be configured using single blob upload thresholds byte property. So the block blobs are optimized for data streaming and has some features which help you to manage blobs, such as an MD5 hash or for verifications or parallel upload. So that is about the block blobs. Then we will see what is append blocks. So append blobs are used to append data. Basically this means that each time you make changes to the blob, the data will be appended at the end of the blob. Data cannot be changed or delete, only append. So that is very important. You have to remember, data cannot be changed or delete, only appended. So that is the main feature of the append blobs. So the last blobs type is page blobs. A page blob consists of pages. A page is 512 bytes and the blobs can be up to 1 TB in the size. This is typically used for fast read and write operation. So you must choose the types of blobs when you are create the blobs, and unfortunately once the blob is created, it is not accessible to change it to a different type. So that is very important. First before creating that one, you have to carefully identify the exact requirement. Okay, I think we have discussed about the blob storage, and through the REST we can using REST we can access the blob storage. So next we will see what is queue storage. A queue storage is somewhat like MSMQ. It allows you to decouple your component, and we have reliable asynchronous communications in Azure queue storage. The number of queues is only limited by the capacity of the storage account, and queues and messages can be created programmatically or using the Storage Explorer tool. So queue storage consists out of following queue storage consists mainly three components: account, queue and messages. So that is about the queue storage. Now we will see what is table storage. A table storage is used to store semi-structured data in a key value format in a NoSQL database. Nowadays, we call that Azure Cosmos DB. The Azure table storage can store petabyte of data, can scale and inexpensive. Table storage can be accessed using REST and some of the OData protocol or used in the Storage Explorer tool. So in the table storage has few components like account, table, entity and the properties. So when we are defining that table storage in the next videos, I will explain one by one. So lastly we will discuss about the file storage. The file storage makes it easy to move applications which depend on a regular file share to the cloud. The file storage use SMB 2.10 3.0 protocol and can be accessed by multiple applications simultaneously. There are some SMB features which are not currently supported for complete list. So some currently not supported. So that is about the file storage. And also file storage has four main components: account, share, directory and the file. So when you are defining that file storage in the Azure storage account, we will see one by one. So I think you have a clear understanding about the Azure storage architecture and its components. Now we will see how to provisioning a Azure storage account in the Azure platform. Okay, now we have log into our Azure portal. So now we are going to create, as I said earlier, now we are going to create a Azure storage account. So to create that Azure storage account, you can click on these recent services, or you can search on the search bar. So in this case, I'm going to click on this storage account. Then it will pop up to the storage account page. And in my subscriptions under this resource group, I haven't created any storage account. So I'm going to create a very first storage account. To create that one, you can click on this create button or create storage account. I will hit on that button. Then you can see this is the basic page of the create a storage account. So my subscription is there. So I am selecting my resource group like Data Cafe resource group, and also I have to give the name for this storage account. My name will be Data Cafe storage account 01. This is my storage account name, and I have to select the region. By default it has selected as the East US. Then the performance, that is very important. So if you are using that standard method, we can use that file storage, queue storage, tables and the blob storage. So if you are using that premium, it's recommend for specific scenarios. For that you can get only the blobs, file share and the page blobs. If you want, you can select that one. So I need to create that storage account for all the storage types. So I am selecting that standard one. So after that you can select the locally redundant storage. So there are four types of redundant storage: locally, geo redundant, zone redundant and geo zone redundant. So in later videos I will explain one by one. There are a lot of features we have to discuss. So as of now I'll select the local redundant storage. Okay, then if you go to the advanced, you can set the security and data lake storage gen, and also you can enable the hierarchical namespace. So you can put and bulk storage. You can configure Azure files, those informations to enable the larger file shares. You can check on that. Then if you go to the network, you can network access enable. For the network access, I have select as the enable public access from all networks. For the data protections, by default data is encrypted, so that informations you can take there. And the encryptions type, Microsoft managed keys, those things available. And for the repository purpose, you can create the tags, and also at the end you can review your storage account details. So you can see validation passed. It means simply you can create your Azure Storage Account. To create your Azure Storage Account, you can hit on that create button. So I will hit, then you can see initializing my deployment. Then it will take a few seconds. So while creating that account, now you can see deployment is in progress. So once you create that storage account, you can create, you can upload your videos, audios, backup files, and some unstructured or structured data. So easily you can share with that files with among the users all over the world. So we'll see. Yeah, now you can see my deployment is completed. So if you go to the deployment details, you can see all the deployment has completed successfully. So if you go to the home, and you can see my storage account has created. So if you click on that, then you can see my storage account is there. So you can get a lot of informations from this overview window, and also you can see in the store data storage tab we can create the containers. Container means the blob storage and file shares, queues, tables, that data storage we can create. So in the next videos we will see one by one how to create the blob storage and those components. So yeah, in the storage browser you can select those types, storage types: blobs, containers, file shares, tables, and queues. So one by one we will see in the next video tutorial. So I think you have clear understanding about the Azure storage platforms and its types. So if you have any questions, you can put on the comment sections, and you can share with your friends. Thank you.